Hello and welcome to the Channel of Hope. Today we're going to talk about your ideal calendar. So the first step would be to jot down what a real week looks like for you. What time do you wake up? What do you have for breakfast? What time do you leave for work? What's your commute time look like? How many hours are you working? How many breaks are you taking? What kind of work are you doing? What's your exercise routine? Are you doing anything to further educate yourself? Are you learning any new skills? What's your cooking time, prep time? Are you going to meet up with friends a couple times a week? So take it seriously and be honest with yourself. Be as thorough as you can, because the more thorough you are, the better in understanding how your time is being utilized. So it takes a week. Jot down each day what you're doing, and then the next step will be to jot down your ideal week. So the ideal week can be whatever time you want to wake up. What do you want to eat for breakfast? How long of a commute would you like? What job are you going to? What type of work are you doing? How many hours are you working in a day? Does exercise fit into your ideal week? And how often, how much? Are you learning any new skills, a new instrument, or doing new and exciting things? What does your social life look like? How many hours do you sleep? So once you have your reality calendar written in and your ideal calendar, compare the two. How well do they align? Are they similar in any way, shape, or form? Once you can put the two together, now you can start to see, okay, I'm spending 3 hours a day watching TV when I could be watching maybe 2 hours, and that leaves an extra hour to do this other thing that I wish that I was doing in an ideal world, in an ideal week. And that's just one small example, but it's important to look at this. It takes time, but if you're willing to put in the time, it can be very eye-opening. You might learn something new about yourself that you didn't know. And again, if you're being honest with yourself, you can see where you're having maybe some pitfalls. Maybe you're doing great and you don't need to do this, and that's fine. But for some, it might be a good exercise just to shake things up, get out of a rut. And again, by seeing where you currently are and where you want to be, that'll give you an opportunity to lay out a roadmap to strive to get to your ideal week. And you could take it a step further. The ideal week idea came from a book that I've read by Laura Vanderkam. The book is called Tranquility by Tuesday. So that little tidbit that idea came from that. Another individual who's written a number of books, he's built and sold a number of companies. His name is Jesse Itzler. His idea with putting together a calendar and overall time management is to map out the entire year in advance. And he'll start with the big ticket items, where in an ideal situation or next year, he's going to go on a 2-week vacation to wherever with his family, some exotic place or just somewhere really cool with a lot of historical value. So he'll carve out a 2-week period, lock that in. That's the priority. Then he'll scale it down, and the next thing would be every other month he goes on a long weekend trip. So that could be a long weekend, or it could be, like a 1 or 2 day outing. So perhaps you just take a day trip or a weekend trip across the state to check out something new, experience something that you haven't experienced before. and then you scale it back again, and perhaps, you know, you are carving out time for a once a week get together with family after church for breakfast, or you're having once a week dinner date with your significant other. So you are taking the time to carve out the most important things first for your calendar year, and then you fill it in with the rest of the things. So you know, okay, I'm doing all these wonderful things that I want to do first, and then you're filling it in with the things that are less desirable but also necessary. So that obviously is a pretty big task to map out an entire year. Some people map out 5 years in advance, some people 10 years. I think if you start with your reality, start with a day, start with a week, and then jot down the ideal, I think that's a very good first step. And by doing that, you're going to learn a lot about yourself, where you are and where you want to be. And in the end, it's a self-improvement task. So ultimately what we're doing is improving our individual lives. And if you can improve your life, you can improve the lives of those around you. And if you can improve the lives of those around you, we're going to improve the world. And that's the goal here. That's our aim. Good luck out there. God bless all of you. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video or you found a little bit of value, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's change the world together. Thank you. Bye-bye.